So many of you guys sent me this topic. I just had to record it. California man is threatening to sue the state of California after a massive 500-pound bear has been living under his house for over a month. And he's going to sue. And he might have a case. Let's get into it. What does this look like? Here we go. Crawl space access, right? Right behind here. You can almost tell how he's feeling. He's like, God damn it, I'm so fat, I can't get out of this hole. I'm stuck. I need to get back into this hole. I got to get back into my bear den. That's a big bear. Oh, there he goes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Just boop. Here we are. Night scene. So he's tagged. This bear is tagged. Looking up, looking around. Yep, it's all good. Oh, yeah. Hey, look. There he goes. Imagine running into that out in the street. Just saunters down. It's all good. That's a steep driveway.
Just the foot, he ripped it up.
That must be the camera.
This is what the bear did. This brick lining here, and it weighs about 30 pounds. And the pipes and stuff were holding this screen with a frame on it, but the frame was destroyed the first time.
Here's another good video. KTLA.
It's terrifying. This poor homeowner says he's just at his breaking point. It's been over a month since that 550-pound black bear moved into his home. And as you just mentioned, it's caused a lot of damage. He can hear it from inside of his home. So now he's deciding to sue the agency because they stopped helping him get that bear out. Ken Johnson says the bear moved under his Altadena home just before Thanksgiving and never really left.
If I kept track of everything I tried, it would be, bear 14, homeowner 0.
California Department of Fish and Wildlife stepped in at first, setting a trap near the crawl space. But instead of catching the large bear under Johnson's home, the trap caught a smaller bear, the wrong one. That bear was hauled away and the bigger bear stayed put.
Well, I was kind of sad for the other bear at first, but then I'm like, well, if this bear comes out now, where's he going to go?
Biologists later tried again using air horns to flush the bear out. Johnson says it looked.
If you're going to flush a 500-pound bear out, aren't you just going to give it one of those? Whatever, right? Whatever. With some of this video footage you just left with, okay, does this make any sense at all? All right. I'm not a bear expert, but if I want to scare the bejesus out of that bear, you give him a long, good blast, right?
Like it was finally working until he says they suddenly got a call ordering them to stand down.
Very defeated. Oh, yeah. I mean, I just dropped because well, now what? It's all up to me? And what, I'm supposed to watch my phone when he comes out in the middle of the night or sleep in the kitchen and listen for him every night? I even asked, okay, so as long as you guys are gone, can I still use the bait to get him? No, can't do that.
Since then, Johnson says he can hear the bear moving around, presumably doing a lot of damage under his home.
You can hear the plastic being shredded underneath, and even one of the cameras picked it up, just bulldozing through it. It's a mess under there.
This video of a broken pipe prompted him to shut off his gas on Christmas Eve, and he hasn't had any hot water since.
I'm just exhausted from the whole thing. I get my mind off it for a little bit, and then suddenly I get flooded back with, oh, that's right, can't take a hot shower.
I've got a bear living under my house. Terrible. 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 I know what you guys are thinking. Well, I'd get out my 30-06. I'd get down there on my stomach and I'd just... All right. Well, we'll talk about that in a second. I hear you.
I got to monitor the situation all the time. Every time my phone buzzes, it's like, is that him? Do I have to go and keep him away?
Now, Johnson says he plans to sue, accusing the agency of negligence and emotional distress.
Because this has gone on long enough, and it's something that they should deal with. I mean, it's a tagged bear. They've dealt with it before. They chose not to euthanize it, and now it's back. And it's just going to keep on doing this.
KTLA legal analyst 𝗪𝗡𝗠𝗠 says the department has a duty to protect homeowners when there's a public safety threat, and says Johnson may have grounds to.
This bear coming out of your crawl space, if that doesn't present a safety issue, I don't know what is. 550-pound black bear. I know it looks brown, but the brown grizzlies in California, they're extinct, so they say. All you got are black ones like this. But this bear coming out, I don't know if you've ever run into a bear in the wild. I've run into, I think probably 3 different times, a small black bear running alongside, coming off of a Mount Rainier climb. Another one with my dad, Granite Mountain here in the Cascades. Again, done with a hike, driving the car down, bear just kind of walking down the mountain. And then a third one way up on a mountain somewhere. I can't remember where it was. Probably Northern California. I think I was doing climbing Mount Whitney, and you could see like a bear just way up in the mountain. You're like, wow, there's a bear. Yeah, we were nowhere close to it, but you know that bears are around. Bears live in their environment, just not typically in a crawl space.
Take this to court.
The homeowner certainly can prove that this bear is causing damage and is a threat to his safety.
While she doesn't know if and how much money Johnson would get from the lawsuit, she believes if he wins, a court order to remove the bear is likely.
The California Department of Fish and Wildlife actually has a 19-page policy when it comes to situations just like this. But nowhere does it say that they should simply give up and have the homeowner deal with it on their own and wait it out.
But wait a minute. Look at these guys. I mean, this is classic, right? This is classic.
And have the homeowner.
Oh, geez. Bear's in there. Yeah. That's what the dude's been saying. A bear's in there. Look at how quick they exit here.
Deal with it on their own.
Get me F out of here. We're out of here. The bear is located in Alameda, one of our cities, kind of the more lower income. Got $200,000 average salary in Alameda. It's one of the burn cities, right? So you've got the bear, you've got the fire that's gone on. You also have this story. Alameda man charged with felony for killing a wild turkey. Yeah. You need to hear this one too, because this is equally ridiculous. Okay, here we go.
The Alameda County District Attorney has charged Chen-Sang Leo, age 38, with felony animal cruelty. Police officials say Leo killed a wild turkey with 2 shots from a pellet gun at Alameda Point while Leo was out on bail. The North Phase Wild Care Rescue says the most common injuries in the 50 to 100 wild turkeys they treat each year come from an unsuccessful predator attack, car strikes, or being shot.
All wildlife in California is protected under different laws and regulations. The Department of Fish and Wildlife has all the rules that they have in place to protect our wildlife and our wild.
Okay, so more of the story is if you shoot the bear, and turkeys are not indigenous to California. They were brought there from Texas to hunt. So you got a bunch of wild turkeys running around. You got a wild turkey. Hey, there's dinner running along, and you shoot it with a pellet gun. Felony charge. What do you think the charge would be for shooting Yogi Bear here, right? What do you think that'd be? I mean, if the guy's getting a felony for putting a couple of pellets in the head of a turkey, I mean, it doesn't make any sense that he got body shots to kill him, does it? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a high-powered pellet gun. Could be. But what do you think would happen if you took a gun? And it doesn't sound like our our gentleman here, the guy threatening to sue, doesn't sound like he has any intention of shooting the bear. I know many of us would just go, well, get a silencer on that bad boy. I'd go in there and shoot him. Now, why can't you euthanize him? Why can't you put him under? You know what I mean? Why haven't they tried that? Probably because a put under bear, 500 pounds, you probably couldn't get him out from underneath the house. What are you going to pull him with? You're going to pull him to pieces, right? Coming out of that hole. My other thought is, hasn't this bear gone out for food anywhere? Are you feeding him in there? Because otherwise he's getting pretty hungry, right? He's getting pretty hungry. So he's got to be leaving every now and then to go out and get himself, I don't know, a deer, whatever, a rabbit, chipmunk. He's got to be going out to get a little, he ain't going to 7-Eleven. Got to be going out to get a little snack. Don't you just board up the hole when he does that? I mean, just so many questions. So many questions. But I hope this guy sues. Because when wildlife just basically says, yeah, you know what? You're on your own. Johnson quickly contacted, this is after he knew a bear was living under his home, quickly contacted California Department of Fish and Wildlife to ask for assistance in solving his bear problem. It's somewhat of a tricky situation, though. No, you got a bear living under your house. Get him out. If he eats the neighbor's kid. I mean, could you imagine? Well, where was the bear? Oh, he's just living in the house next door. It's all right. Hey, getting mail there, too. A bear that large can be hard to immobilize with the tranquilizer, so there might not be a solution to the situation other than waiting for the wild animal to leave on its own. That's literally what they told him to do. Just wait it out there, Junior. Just wait it out. That bear will leave. He'll just get tired of being poked and prodded and, people walking upstairs, he's banging upstairs. You guys be quiet down here. I'm trying to sleep, trying to take my winter nap. I'm a bear. Homeowner has previously said that law enforcement guided him and his cat to stay inside the house as much as possible. Now, here's the thing, Mr. Homeowner. You got a bear, living in your crawl space. So anytime you want to leave, and you don't want to become a meal, you need to run like hell out that front door and get to your car. Or, have a neighbor waiting for you at the bottom of that really steep driveway. Because those bears, I don't know if you know this, but those bears are damn fast. That's what Johnson has been doing for over a month now, and he's becoming increasingly frustrated. He told KTLA-5 that he feels as though the state should be doing more to help. Shouldn't they just get rid of the bear? And he thinks it's ridiculous that the state is saying there's nothing they can do. Well, the state probably thinks, we get involved, something goes sideways, we've got liability, gonna sue the bejesus out of us. Okay, that's fair enough. But in the meantime, what if the bear attacks the homeowner and eats him? What about that? Remember what was that movie with Timothy? The Bear Man? Grizzly Man? Grizzly Man. He's got that footage at the end where he gets eaten. What? Yeah. I feel very defeated. Now what? It's all up to me, and I'm supposed to watch my phone when he comes out in the middle of the night or sleep in the kitchen and listen for him every night. That's what would go through your head if Fish and Wildlife said, yep, you're on your own. You're going to have to just work this one out. Sorry about that bear. You got a name for him yet? Have you named him? So here at the end of the article, the author tries to spin this in a positive manner. This guy's just getting absolutely screwed. Let's try and help him out a little bit. Though Johnson might not win any money from the lawsuit, the court ordered to remove the bear from his property, thus returning the hot shower capability to the house. Yeah, that's once he gets his gas turned back on. That's once he gets his gas pipes put back together after cleaning out all the bear crap down there. Would likely be a prize worth a lot more than any amount of moolah. What about his damages to the property and his emotional damages? Having to deal with a bear when literally the job of Fish and Wildlife is to take care of fish and wildlife. That's what we pay them to do. And yet in this guy's case, he's on his own. He's on his own. The bottom line is, don't shoot it with a pellet gun, because Lord knows you might get a felony offense in California. This is just more examples of bureaucracy and nonsense happening in a state where it doesn't need to be. Because again, I go with, if somebody in Oklahoma had a bear living in their crawl space, sheriff would come out with a big old rifle and he'd shoot that bear right in the head, and they'd drag him out piece by piece. They'd cut him up and drag him out. But this isn't Oklahoma. This isn't Texas. This isn't anywhere where people have actual or figurative balls. So that's why you get a bear that lives underneath a house for a month. Wild stuff. Thanks so much for being here. I'd love to have you subscribe, do all that stuff, and I'll catch up with you in the next episode. Bye for now.